and welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and I don't know if you know this, but I love a good train. I really do. I'm absolutely all about a steam train. Woo woo. I think my dream is actually to get the train across Canada and then see Vancouver. I think that'd be amazing. Today though, we are getting freaky as we rattle down those tracks. We are talking the top 10 scary haunted train urban legends. Now before we roll into this video, I just want to ask you guys if you believe in urban legends. Also, let me know if you like trains. While you're here, why don't you hit that thumbs up button? Also, if you want to connect with me after the video, the links to my social media are in the description box. Coming in at number 10, we have the disappearing train in China. What on earth is going on at the Batao station? Legend has it that a ghost train passes up and down the tracks, picking up ghostly passengers and moving forwards through the station. Until March 2018, it was just a rumour, but then this CCTV footage was captured of a transparent, ghostly looking train moving along the tracks. It slows to a halt as if allowing passengers to embark and disembark, and then it starts up again. The footage was uploaded to YouTube by the Hidden Underbelly 2.0. It's been watched over 2.3 million times. Some critics say that the footage isn't legit, others say it looks like a retaping over an old CCTV tape. Some people said it looks like reflections in a window, while others are straight up going parallel universe. Coming in at number 9, we have the white Saree ghost of Begungador Station. In the Indian Hills sits Begungador Station. The station is laid empty and defunct from 1967 to 2009, reportedly because of the fate that met the former station master. The station employee reported that he saw a woman in a white sari dancing in the middle of the night. He thought her to be a ghost of a woman killed by a train. He told other people in the village about it, and a few days later he and his family were found dead. His replacement at the station also went missing just days into the job. With word filtering around the village, people started avoiding the station, eventually leading to its closure. Railway officials have always denied the ghost story, and the station has been reopened. However, trains stopped running after 5 PM. Now apparently this is so that no one ever comes across the sari-clad ghost. Coming into number 8, we have the San Antonio train track children. Legend has it that once upon a time in San Antonio, there was a horrifying crash between a train and a bus filled with children. According to the tales in the area, a school bus stalled on the train lines as the warning lights signaling the approach of the train lit up. The driver was unable to start the bus and drive off in time, and sadly, the two vehicles collided. Now reportedly, this killed all people on board. The legend, dating back to the 70s, goes that if a car halts on the same piece of track, the ghosts of the children will push the car forwards to safety. On top of that, many have reported seeing little imprints of tiny children's hands on their cars afterwards. Freakier still, the road where the ghosts are supposed to haunt is surrounded by a set of streets named after children such as Cindy Lou, Laura Lee and Bobby Allen. Could these be the bus crash victims? Now Snopes said that the movement of the vehicles at the crossing is down to a slight incline at the site. This allows cars in neutral to roll forward. And also the street names apparently are of the developers' grandchildren. However, with so many ghostly reports, the legends of the San Antonio train track children lives on. Coming into number 7, we have the 100-year-old missing train. In 1910, a freight train went missing near the Great Lakes of North America, like vanished out of thin air. All of its cargo and its 3 crew members were gone, and people presumed the train derailed and crashed near Mink Harbour in Ontario. People then thought, you know what, the train probably fell into Lake Superior, but they didn't have the manpower to look for it. Locals in the area reported ghost sightings around the tracks and around the harbour. They say they see confused looking men who are staring out over the lake. Fast forward 106 years and the train wreckage was found at the bottom of the lake. The pictures of the wreck are truly incredible. Apparently the train is the only sunken locomotive in the Great Lakes region. Recovery experts say that the train cannot be raised as it is too damaged and would likely disintegrate. Sadly, divers could not locate the bodies of the 3 men who died in the crash. Without raising the train, the souls of the 3 lost crew members may be trapped in the lake forever. Coming into number 6, we have the Silver Train of Stockholm. The Silver Pylon, or the Silver Arrow of Stockholm, has been the subject of Swedish urban legends for decades. In Stockholm, the subway trains are blue, they used to be green. One train, however, is silver. The story dates back to 1965, when people started spotting the silver train every now and then. Sightings were so rare that the train became the stuff of legends. There are a whole bunch of legends surrounding this train, all of them pretty spooky. Many people say that the train has only ever been spotted in abandoned tunnels by construction workers and subway workers. Some say that the train goes around picking up passengers that either showed up weeks later dazed and confused, or never showed up again at all. Some people say that they have only seen the train after midnight going high speed through stations. Eyewitnesses describe the carriages as empty save for a few figures. Are they ghosts? The stories of the Silver Pylon were at their pinnacle in the 1980s, but a lot of people in the city still talk about the legendary Silver Train. The Silver Pylon urban legend sometimes feeds into stories about Collens, a metro station on the Stockholm Metro Line 11. Now this gets a whole urban legend point of its very own, and it is coming into number 5. There are a lot of stories about Collens. One says it is haunted by the Silver Pylon, but others suspected a wider ghost conspiracy. Collens is an abandoned metro station, a ghost station if you will. A lot of people are baffled by its existence and the reason why, even after it was built, transport authorities never opened the building for service. It is said that only the dead get off at Collens. Coming into number 4, we have the St. Louis Light. The St. Louis urban legend refers to mysterious lights moving up and down an abandoned old rail line in Saskatchewan, Canada. It is said the lights vary in colour and brightness and can still be seen to this day. Now I think that good old Daniel the Spaniel Lurkington Burkington put this one in his Canadian Urban Legends video. Now, a lot of people were all about it, so I'm putting it in this video too. A lot of people say the lights are of a ghost train passing through the night. Others say that the light comes from a lamp held by the ghost of a drunken headless brakeman who was decapitated by a train passing at speed. Blimey. He now spends eternity wandering up and down the track looking for his lost head. Now Canada loves the unsolved mystery so much, in 2014 Canada Post even issued a special stamp depicting the St. Louis ghost train. Some people thought the mystery was solved in 2009 when 2 local high school students duplicated the lights using diffraction, leading them to conclude that the lights came from distant vehicles. That is all well and good, but the lights have been noted long before cars sprang up in the area. Coming into number 3, we have the Whitechapel corpse train. According to London Underground folklore, in the early days of the tube, so we're talking early 1900s, there used to be a special train that transported corpses from the Royal London Hospital in Whitechapel to morgues in the city. Why would they have their own train? Well, not only would it be quicker, but it also spared Victorian era Londoners exposure to sickness and disease. A train flying by with dead bodies. Creepy. Whitechapel itself as an area is creepy enough, what with it being the old stomping ground of Jack the Ripper. Many people say that the Whitechapel tube station is haunted, and it could be a number of possible ghosts given the area's history. Adding substance to the legend of the corpse train, a lot of people swear that there is a bricked up tunnel at Whitechapel, saying it's the old entrance to the corpse train route. There is actually an abandoned station nearby called St Mary's on Whitechapel Road, so perhaps this has something to do with the legend. Coming in at number 2, we have the crying victims at King's Cross. In 1987 there was a horrifying fire at London's King's Cross St Pancras station. On November the 18th, a major fire broke out on the wooden Piccadilly line escalator. The flames swept upwards and got so hot that the ticket office floor even melted and collapsed. The cause of the fire was a match dropped down the side of the escalator. It ignited the grease underneath. 31 people died and 100 people were injured. The old wooden escalator was due to be replaced with a metal one, but sadly for those that lost their life, it hadn't yet happened. Now rumours of souls left trapped in the station that night have been rife. In 1998, a man spotted a distressed woman crying into her hands. When he asked if she was okay, he passed straight through her. This is just one of many sightings of the crying girl, with some saying that they've seen a woman with long brown hair screaming with her arms in the air. When they go to assist her, she simply isn't there. This could be the same ghost, or maybe even an entirely different one. Who knows how many of the 31 victims could still haunt the station. Other than that, people have reported smelling smoke in the area of the building the fire broke out. Clearly, the emotional trauma of that evening has left some kind of paranormal impact on the place. Finally, coming into number 1, we have the presidential ghost train of Abraham Lincoln. When Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, his body went on display on a funeral train that passed through the northern states of the USA on one final journey. This journey was to end in his home in Springfield, Illinois. The train left Washington DC on April the 21st, 1865 and travelled for days, reaching Columbus on April 29th. People lined the tracks to watch his train pass. Now legend has it, on late April evenings, a spectral actual train can be seen along the same path of the funeral train too. Some say they see a phantom train, some say they hear a whistle, and others swear they smell a puff of smoke. People from the towns that the train passed by make a big deal out of trying to spot the phantom train every year. So guys, there we have it. That was the top 10 scary haunted train urban legends. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think any of them are true? Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Before I head out, I just want to read a few comments from one of my videos last week. Now, I did a video about scary cemetery urban legends, and this is what you had to say. China Lawler wrote, I live in Alabama, plus I went to Huntsville and saw that playground when I got on the swing. When I got on the swing, I noticed one of the swings was moving by itself and I heard something next to me laugh. I got scared and told my mum, and after that we left. Shepherd Turner was simply a fan of my earrings. They said, those earrings look great on you, Rebecca. Thank you. Nick Alice wrote, I love the way that Danny is doing a full series of urban legends from around the world while the rest of the team is backing him up with specific kinds of urban legends that may or may not have been covered in a series. I enjoy these stories for various reasons. Scary is fun. The similarities between stories from different places show a common ground with ideas, moral focus, and fears. And when stories that are different from anything you've heard before crop up, you can appreciate the difference between your culture and theirs. You can learn something new from them. I think that was my favourite comment of the week. That was really deep and insightful, and I'm so glad that you guys love the urban legends videos. Do let me know if you want me to make more, but for now I feel like we need to roll on out of here. So thank you guys for watching. Please do leave a thumbs up. If you want to connect with me on social media, my links are in the description box down below. I'm Rebecca Felgate. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!